Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe in the current climate. So in this video I just wanted to ask a couple of questions. We all know that we are currently awaiting a wipe for Escape from Tarkov. We don't know when the wipe is going to come about. Pestilli said at the start of May he'd been told that it would be 1 month away, which obviously means it'd be at the beginning of June. There's been some rumours since then that it might actually be set back a little bit, so my best guess at the moment would be that it'll be sometime in June. The wipe will coincide with update 12.6, which is going to bring about a couple of things into the game. Most notably Steam Audio is going to be coming into the game, which I think the game desperately needs, so I'm looking forward to that. My questions are, there's a couple of them actually. The first one is, when we get confirmation that a wipe is coming, you generally get the Tarkov community splitting into two. You'll get those that continue to play the game and people that think, well, what's the point, I might as well wait for the wipe, and they go and play something else. So the first question is, what group do you fall into? Do you continue playing the game or do you dump it for a bit? I've got to be honest, I've dumped it for a bit. I've started playing other games, mainly because the people that I game with have dumped it as well, and I don't particularly enjoy Tarkov on my own. I prefer to play it in a squad. So I've dumped it for a little while, but I'm still obviously logging back in now and again, creating the videos, getting the video footage and that I need for the quest videos, etc. So I'm still keeping up to date with the news, obviously, because it's what drives this channel, but I've started to play other things. So that's the first question: what group do you fall into? If you fall into the latter group, the group of people that stop playing until there's a wipe, I'd like to know why you stop playing. You know, what is the reasoning behind it? Is it because there's no point to try and to progress a character that's going to be basically reset, or do you think that it'll be working better once they've applied new bug fixes and things like that? And the second question is, what is the game that you turn to the most whilst you're waiting for a wipe? For me, it's been Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The guys that I game with, we've all turned to that at the moment, and you know, I've got to be honest, the last 4 or 5 years I've hated COD. I really haven't enjoyed it. I thought that Call of Duty World War II might be good, but I didn't even enjoy that, to be honest. It was okay as a momentary distraction, but it didn't last very long. I soon got very, very bored of it. This one, however, I think Activision have nailed it quite well with this one. I know that there's a lot of issues with it, and it's Call of Duty, you know, it doesn't suit everybody. But as a distraction and something else to play in a team whilst I wait for Tarkov to wipe, I'm finding it quite fun. I'm having quite a good laugh on it. The other game that I've been playing is, I managed to get a beta key for Valorant, or Valorant, or however you want to pronounce it. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but I've got to say, with that game, don't really understand the hype. It's okay. I mean, if you've played Overwatch or CSGO, then you'll instantly be at home playing this game. You know, it's two teams go against each other. One team has to plant a bomb, the other team have to defuse it, and then it swaps over, and it's the best out of so many games. Each character has differing abilities, etc, etc. You know how it goes, but it's just, I don't know, there's such a hype around it at the moment, or there was. It's beginning to wane a little bit now, and I don't really understand it. It's an okay game. It'll be a good free-to-play game once it does eventually release later this summer. I think it's just, I don't know, I don't understand the hype around it. I really don't get it. They've definitely done a good marketing spin with it, getting a few hand-picked streamers to play it and then allowing them to do drops so that people can get the beta keys. So you've had a lot of people spamming Twitch recently trying to get keys. One of the issues I've got with that though is that anybody could get a key. Like, I got my key. Now I could go on Twitch and start streaming it and put in the title that I've got drops enabled, when really I don't. There's no verification for whether you've got drops enabled or not. You can simply put it in the title of your stream. People will sit there watching you, maybe even subscribe to you, and they're never going to get a drop. So, and because the drops are so random, you're never really going to know. So it took me about 3 days of spamming streams, about 8 hours a day, to actually get my key, and it was a bit of a waste of time really, because I haven't really enjoyed the game. It's like I say, it's okay. It'll be a good free-to-play game when it comes out. No doubt there'll be elements that you pay for, skins, etc, things like that. I don't think Riot Games have really explained too much about what will happen once it has released, but yeah, I just don't understand the hype about it, to be honest. Plus there's the Vanguard anti-cheat system that it incorporates. Now this anti-cheat actually installs itself at the kernel level in your Windows install, so it isn't just a program that's running with Windows, it's actually embedded into Windows. There was quite a lot of a cry out from the community about that, and they eventually stepped back a little bit and allowed you the option to turn it off via the menu screen. But obviously if you then wanted to play the game, you've got to reboot your system for it to start up Vanguard again. A lot of people didn't like the fact that it's installed at the kernel level, but Riot Games say that it's necessary for them to, you know, have good anti-cheat. But even saying that, even though it's in a beta, there was still banned, I think, about 9,000 people as of last week or so. So the people are already cheating on it, and it's not even released yet. So I think it's definitely a system that needs tweaking and fixing a little bit. But they're not going to go into details about it because they don't want to give cheaters the heads up. So, but yeah, I don't really understand the furore around that one. I really don't. As for Call of Duty, I got that when it came out. Played it a little bit, but obviously Tarkov had just reset roughly around the same time. So I got straight back into Tarkov, and I didn't play too much Call of Duty. When I had some spare time over the Christmas holidays, I played a little bit more, but recently, especially in lockdown, I've been playing a hell of a lot of it and enjoying it quite a lot. Again, it's another game that suffers with cheats, and they've gone to various levels to try and get rid of that. They've recently installed, or activated should I say, two-factor authentication, where you have to authenticate your Warzone account using a mobile number. So if you want to keep using keep cheating, then you're going to have to keep getting mobile numbers. But apparently I've been reading in comment sections that there are mobile number generators that you can use, so people have been able to get around it like that. But I think only the hardcore cheaters are really going to those lengths. I think the vast majority of people that have maybe just downloaded an aimbot or whatever have decided it isn't worth it and they've quit it. Still lots of cheats on there. Cheats will always be one step ahead of, the anti-cheat, but it's got a little bit better recently. So yeah, I'm enjoying that a lot. But those are my questions to you. What group of people do you fall into? And if you're in the latter, what are you actually playing whilst we wait for the wipe? Let me know in the comment section down below. We'll get a conversation going. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will catch you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.